guys, welcome back to SoccerBeat. We have Talking Sundowns today. Obviously, a massive game in the Champions League. Raja Casablanca, Mamelodi Sundowns had them at home. Very, very tight game of chess. Very defensive approach from Raja. Was very tough for Sundowns to break them down. New coach, obviously, at Mamelodi Sundowns, his first game in charge. We have Kermit Erasmus, former Sundowns player. Kermit, I think you would have thrived in this situation with the minimal space, low block. What did you make of the way Sundowns handled that game?
I think, thanks for having me, man. Good evening to the listeners and to everybody watching. Firstly, I would say it was a difficult first 20 minutes. It was very physical. You could see that Raja imposed themselves really well. And you could see they were trying to bring the physical aspect of the game and see wow. And it was a bit of a challenge for Sundowns in the beginning, but they managed to find themselves. I think in that first half where Madao was brought down, could have been something, if I'm not wrong.
Close,
because if you look at how the defender was obstructing him, I mean, you can shield somebody to a certain extent, but blocking him like that is obstruct.
The contact might have started outside the box, but the ref,
exactly.
He didn't even think it was a foul. He thought it was. He was
exactly, and I think that if Madao just continued to run a little bit more and believed a little bit more, maybe the collision or the touch would happen better for him to fall a bit different, and then maybe the ref would regard it as a penalty or something. But other than that, the first half was a bit of feeling each other out, and then as the second half started, they turned it up a notch, and I think they tried to find the passing lanes in between the gaps, and a great finish from Rayners outside the box. That's what strikers need to be doing, making sure they're taking the right opportunity where it's possible and not fighting for the perfect chance to get the shot on, perfect goal. 1-0, and I think they managed the game really well throughout the 90 minutes.
Yeah. What was so interesting, and I think it was a perfect game for this coach to now come and illustrate what he's all about, because obviously it was a very tactical game, and then we could actually see what is Cardosa going to bring here that's going to open up this game. And at halftime, he made a couple of tactical changes. I don't know if you noticed him drop Teboho in between the two centre backs.
100%. I saw it.
He was playing like a quarterback. He was basically
he took Kolisi off at halftime to bring a bit more stability in midfield, because I think Kolisi was a bit too overpowered by the physical presence of the opposition, and that's why he needed that with a bit more advanced midfielders to play behind the line of the press of the midfield, because anything in the feet, it's easy for Raja. You could see they were really tall and physical, but behind in the spaces, that's where you find more joy.
Yeah, but what he did, he split the centre backs, and then he dropped Teboho in the middle, and Teboho was the one on the ball, and he was the one playing those balls through. And we know with Teboho, he has the quality to find those passes, and you want your best ball player on the ball as much as possible. 100%. And in a game where the team's going to drop so deep, and you get Teboho as the sole pivot there at the back, and he starts pulling the strings,
almost like a quarterback.
And I thought it was really interesting.
Almost like a quarterback, and it's very rare that you in the modern day that you find that sort of style of play, because most of the time is where the midfielders are a bit higher and the defenders bring the ball, where he was the one making the team tick, which was a different element to what we know Sundowns for. Sundowns for. So the fact that they added a different element to the game shows that the coach is busy. He's busy cooking something.
Yeah, no, I did. There was a couple of tactical changes there. What did you make of Letako? Obviously, he came on, young boy. Sundowns are starting to show a bit of their youngsters here. The cause at the back as well, showing that they're not just a team that goes out and buys these big players. They're starting to produce really, really good youngsters as well. So that's exciting for Sundowns.
For me, like when being a footballer, when you watch other footballers, you basically look at the way they do things. And basically how they do things tells you the foundation he has as a footballer, whether he has the development foundation to have him play at the level he's playing at. And it shows. I mean, very comfortable on the ball, not put under pressure so easily. I mean, very matured, and as a young player, it's good to see that.
Yeah. Now your homeboy, Ronwin, again, the playmaker, the pass. I mean, at the end of the day, they were not going to break this team down. It didn't look like they were going to create anything really valuable chances. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Ronwin with the unbelievable pass down the channel, and there they are in behind. They hadn't been in behind the whole game until Ronwin opens them up with that pass. Yeah, it's crazy that their goalkeeper is so instrumental in their build-up, and it's been the case for years now.
I mean, he's got so much ability as a goalkeeper that if he had maybe the engine, he could probably play in midfield. You know what I mean? Because I mean, the passing accuracy is next level, and I know we can say that he doesn't have pressure that much, but I mean, to play the ball in between spaces, over the top, through the middle, it's also calculated. You know, it's a skill, and not everybody can do it. So I mean, we've always known him for the technical ability, as even though he's good with his hands, and that's what he's known for, saving goals and stopping shots. But I mean, the modern day requires that, and what better to have than Ronwen? I mean, as a striker, you just got to make eye contact from a distance, and you know he's going to give it to you. If you're running, he's going to give it to you, and that's what I like about Ronwen. He's always looking for the furthest, the closest to the goal. If it means that one pass, it will be one pass, and that's how football should be played.
Yeah. We'll quickly head to an ad break, and then after we get back from the break, I want to speak to you about Iqraam Rayners, someone I think that you can give us a bit of insight into the attacking play of Iqraam.
Hey, Taola.
All right, here we go.
Ko betweng ba tshepela hore o tshwantse o betjhe ka tsela e nepahetseng ka nako e nngwe o tlamehile hore o ikhule hanyane ka nako tse ding
O ska leka go busha tše di lahlegilego. Nakusasa kuse olunye usuku.
Dlala ngokusemandleni wakho.
Ge o tlhoka thušo re gona.
hopola bet responsibly.
And we are back, guys. Thanks for staying with us. We are here on SoccerBeat. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Hit the bell notification so that you're notified every single time we drop a video. This is Talking Sundowns. My Sundawana fans, make sure you like the video. Hit us in the comments as well. Tell us what you liked about Cardosa, the new coach, and what you picked up tactically as well. It'll be very interesting to hear from you. Kermit, someone that obviously you've been at Sundowns, you've played in that role, the pressure of having to be the top man, having to score the goals. I mean, everyone obviously at the beginning of the season when they signed Sales for 60 million rand, you would have thought that Iki, yes, he came in on big money in South African terms, but nothing on the 60 million radar. You would have thought that Sales would be the guy, the main guy. And
the main guy,
the
for
fact
sure.
that Iki's come in and just hit the ground running, scoring for fun. What have you made of his start at Sundown?
For me, I'm happy that he's doing well, because it's only a boost for the national team as well, because you know it's pointless having strikers from other countries doing well in our country and our national team is struggling, you know, 4 goals. So I'm happy that South African strikers are scoring, and that's important. I mean, in Europe, before you get scouted, they look at your stats. Before they will look at your videos, and if your stats doesn't match up, then there's no point in looking at it. And I think in South Africa, we have to have the same sort of precedent for that as well. I mean, Salah has had a few chances, and yes, maybe with a bit more time to adapt and to gel, but he should be scoring. With the chance he's created, he should be scoring. I mean, Iki, he's scoring every chance he gets, and that's the confidence he needs. I mean, he's playing at a great footballing team that will always create chance for him. And as a striker, you're going to miss chances. But what I like about him is always focus on the next one, and that's why he keeps scoring. He's gonna miss 1 or 2 chances, but out of the 5, he'll score 3. And I mean, if the ratio is good, I mean, if you keep shooting, you're bound to score. And I like that he's not too focused on being part of the combination play or the build-up play to get to the final third. He's more on the end of the action, which is what they bought him for, to finish off the action, and he does that so beautifully. And I'm really happy to see that he's doing that, and I'm hoping that he continues to do that, and he's hungry for more, and he continues to thrive. And you know, and if Peter comes in and gets his chance, and he does the same. I mean, they've got a good team. It's just about finding the right cohesion amongst each other and executing the chances. They create many chances every game, and that's just it. It's just about being composed. And I feel that Iki he can't get every chance, you know. Sometimes the opportunities go for other players that might not have the confidence to finish it off. So having him in the team is I'm sure is of great value for them, because he's got a lot. He scored almost in every game, if I'm not mistaken. He's the top goal scorer by far, for sure.
Yeah. So now, just in closing, I want to ask you, obviously it's been a big week for Sundowns. Mangoba leaves, big decision by Sundowns. you've been there, you know the types of pressure that's, I mean, why in your mind do you think they made that big decision to get rid of Mangoba at that time? Why did they decide that do you think it had something to do with the dressing room? Do you think the player power?
I think it has.
Obviously, what is it?
Sorry to cut you off. Sorry to cut you off. I just think that it's based on achievements. I mean, the first two trophies that were up for grabs couldn't achieve that, and I think before things get could go any different, they thought maybe to make the change sooner than later, than to see what might or could have happened. And I think a club like Sundowns, they want to win everything, and losing in the MTN is already a dent to the season because of the goals they set themselves out to achieve. I mean, the technical director said it when they unveiled the coach, or when they presented the coach. He said it, that the coach's mandate is to win everything. Any coach that comes, all the trophies that are up for grabs. That's the mandate. So, for what it tells me indirectly is that anything besides that is a fail in his eyes. If you don't win all of them, if you win one or two of them, because you don't win all of them, it's an unsuccessful season. So I think that maybe was one of the factors in why they decided to go with a different route. And I mean, only time will tell if it's the right decision or not.
Yeah, but at the same time, it is. I mean, if you're a player there and then you see the management get rid of a coach that's doing pretty well. I mean, from the stats we've seen, that he actually had a better win record than Rolani, which is crazy. But as a player in the dressing room, when you see that happen, in the back of your head, you're like, okay, hold on. Like, we can't afford to mess around here. Like, that maybe lifts everyone's standards. It sort of just 100%. Gives everyone a rude awakening to say, hey, like, we're not settling for second best here. We're not allowing Pirates here to come and try and take the league from us here. We only want success. So maybe it's just a warning sign for everyone at the club to now give 100%. Them a little kick up the backside to say, let's go.
And one thing I must say, being at Sundowns, I mean, like, winning was so normal that it's just another day after you've won, you know. So when you lose, it's such a dent to your confidence that it's hard. It's a challenge to start again from scratch because you've been winning for so long. Like, winning is so normal at Sundowns. Like, it's so normal that you don't even celebrate, if it makes sense, you know. That's how normal winning is to the team and to the players, because that's the expectation they have for themselves. And like, after the first win, it's not enough. Yeah, you can celebrate, but tomorrow we're back to square one. We haven't played again yet. It's like we haven't played yet. Next week, same thing. Before you know it, you've won a cup, and then you're celebrating, but you realize, did we really go through this stage and not even realize that we've won the cup? You know, because winning is so normal. Whereas other clubs, you feel that you embrace that victory with us fans, with the players. You know, you enjoy it for the time. You know, people celebrate you when they see you after you've won. Where with Sundowns, I mean, it's almost like, well done. Thank you, well done. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Then we fast forward to Wednesday. Quick little preview. Obviously, they play Stellenbosch in the league. Cardosa's first game in the league.
Beautiful first encounter in the league.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a great test. I mean, Stellenbosch has been a difficult team for Sundowns to beat over the past 3 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, Steve Barker has been doing great with his team. I mean, in the way he's changed the way he's played. Not the direct way. He's also trying to improvise, playing to his players' strengths. And with a lot of youngsters, I think they can have a good game on their hands. And I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a good test. Masandawana, thank you very much. Talking Sundowns, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We will catch you later in the week. We've got Chiefs tomorrow. Big one for Kaizer Chiefs as well. Let's see how it goes. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Thanks for watching, my brother.
The Carling Black Label Cup is here to put the power back in your hands. Fagugesi at the Carling Cup on 21 December at Orlando Stadium. Buy a Carling Black Label and vote for your Carling All-Stars. T's and C's apply. South Africa, be sharp. Not for persons under the age of 18.
Win with SoccerBeat and Puma. Win one of 2 Puma Mamelodi Sundowns jerseys for season 2024-2025? Follow at SoccerBeat and simply answer this easy question. What is the Mamelodi Sundowns slogan? What is the Mamelodi Sundowns slogan? Post your answers in the comment section below. Don't forget to tag friends and let them know about this competition. Good luck. Standard T's and C's apply.